Today I'm going to show you this program called Open Space Editor and how I used it when I was a technical artist at Nickelodeon Virtual Worlds. The game that I worked on while I was there was a game called Petpet Park. Here I can show you the the way it looks. As you can kind of see, it's very magical. Um, Today I'm just going to kind of show you how everything's kind of laid out, how I use this program to export a lot of XML code uh, that I would eventually give out to the programmers, who which then would program it, or which would then bring it into online and to show it up. So as a technical artist, I'm in the middle between both of those, between the artists and the programmers. I just want to just kind of show off the kind of how I kind of get started on a couple of different things. For example, if you click here, this is the skins library. This kind of shows off the things that you can import from an FLA through linkages that you can bring in here and place on a tile. The tiles here, the cool thing about it is, for example, this is a game tile here. The game tile has certain custom parameters, certain linkages that from here on, the second that the character steps on that tile, will launch the game that you add in there. And we connect all this stuff through XML. So the background is actually cut up into many different little small pieces to conserve optimization. But in here, you can kind of see, I'm going to just hide the background for a second. But you can kind of see the way the grid was laid out, where the character can walk above, under, so it allows the character to feel like they're in a three-dimensional world. Um, so coming in here, I just kind of want to show off a couple things here. Like, for example, these game tiles here, the second you step on them, it launches you to this other area. There's a couple different things like that, or the second you go up to something here, you can shake it and it can interact. And one example is, for example, Inogen. The way he's set up is right now he's transparent. He's set up as a skin container. But if I just show him, you can kind of see where he's at. The reason why he's invisible is because in the game he is a non-playing character, and he has his own chat dialogue. You click on him and he gives you quests, and everything is set up like towards the second you click on a tile, it sets up multiple different commands. So I kind of just also want to show you the other different things. Like, for example, this is how the map looks like. This is how the OSP file is in code. So this is all coded in XML, but here it gives you all information on from example for where everything is cut up, what tiles are walkable, what tiles are not. So sometimes if you can't figure out why something's not working, you can kind of go in here and troubleshoot, and kind of go in here and fix things. This is where you also set up the linkages to go to something else. For example, the Inogen character takes you to another set of code, and for example, in that code, it gives you the name of the character, the name under the character, and then leads you to a chat, which would be like something like this. So then the character kind of interacts. So that's kind of what is happening in the background. Okay, so right now I am inside the actual game online. So as you can see, there's many different people in the game as well. Um, so by going up to one of the characters that was in here that I had set up earlier through linkages and through a skin container and sending it to another XML, you're able to interact with the character. And this is usually the chat that goes inside of it. Usually it's clicked onto a quest, or you can do something like that. So these little green things here are called parcels. You add these through the game manager tool. Pretty much it's same way. It's on a certain tile, and then on that tile it sends a certain code. So that was like a rollover. Let's see, this is another rollover, another game entity. So those are certain things that you kind of get a chance to interact with while you're playing the game. So I just kind of want to show off a couple more things. As you can see, now the character can walk up there. There's other hidden rollovers. Here's the character Inogen that we had talked about earlier. As you can see, there he is. You can accept certain quests from him, things like that. But stuff like that. So pretty much, this kind of just, like I said, I just wanted to kind of show off the game is made from beginning to end as far as the technical artist standpoint. Things that you have to consider when placing objects, from text to where you want the characters to launch another thing. All of those things have to make a certain sense. Like for example there, I'm loading to get out of that zone. So that's pretty much what I worked on at Nickelodeon Virtual Worlds. I worked on this whole game here. So these are all the zones that you can go into and interact. So, yep, that's it. And thank you for your time. Have a nice day.